And if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. I have everything ready as usual. I'm just going to start your reading for lovely Sagittarius people. The first card you have for your past is the Five of Cups. So yes, this is obviously this card's about loss, about worry, about being upset about something. Sometimes it can be about not being grateful for what you have, but I'm not seeing that. I am seeing worrying. I'm seeing worrying about a potential loss, not an actual loss. So you could have been worrying about losing a person, and I'm seeing neither you or this other person were actually putting in a lot of effort at this time. I'm actually seeing that you were both kind of mirroring each other in a way, in that in the way that you weren't giving each other a lot of attention, in the way that you weren't, both of you weren't putting in much effort, if that makes sense. It's like, you felt that they weren't making an effort, so then you held back, they saw you holding back, and then they did the same, and it kind of went backward and forward like that. You were kind of mirroring each other like that. And yes, you've both been very, very busy at this time. I can see that. And you're both very, very tired at this time. So maybe you both didn't have the energy to put into things at this time. But, you were both missing a more in-depth connection, a more in-depth conversation, the kind of conversations you used to have once. But neither of you were putting in the energy or the effort to be able to have what you wanted. And there is still hope here. I'm not seeing you giving up on them. I'm not seeing either of you walking away. There's still a bridge here. But that's how you were at this time. You're kind of just both mirroring each other in not putting the effort in, and then being annoyed at the other person. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your past is the King of Pentacles. So, yes, I'm seeing this is something about the workplace, something to do with work. I'm seeing someone could have actually been trying to get in the way of you progressing in some way. This is around, I'm actually seeing someone might have been, I'm seeing tools or equipment being lost or even broken or something like that, if that makes sense. Trying to stop you by kind of messing things up physically for you, if that makes sense, in the workplace. You're a very conscientious worker, and you're also very fun at work. You like to make other people laugh, and you can be really fun to be around. But behind that kind of fun exterior, you're very serious beneath it all. You're very serious about your work. And I'm actually seeing you turning up early, so you like to get there early as well. You like to get things done early before other people arrive, that kind of thing. And someone could have seen you as a threat for some reason. That's why some of this equipment was being messed up. That's what I'm seeing. So if you've had things go missing or broken or something like that in the workplace, it might not have been an accident. So if this resonates, just think about who this might be. Be careful around, who you're around, who you speak to. If you know who this is, you might just have to be very careful around that person. That's what I'm seeing. I hope that makes sense. The last card you have for your past is the Chariot. So yes, even though you have this fun exterior, you kind of fun at the workplace, you like to talk, you like to joke and that kind of thing, but you're very determined beneath all of this. You're very, very determined, and nothing can stop your determination. This person's antics won't stop you. You look fun, but underneath you're very organized and you're very, very structured. I'm seeing that again. And I'm seeing you've kind of set up some kind of system for yourself so that you're able to be this structured and organized beneath this kind of funny, fun facade. That's what I'm seeing. It's not a facade. I mean, you really are a fun person, but beneath it all, you do have this kind of work ethic, this very good work ethic, this hard work ethic. And, I'm seeing also you're on a successful track at work. You were at this time, you still are. And you weren't getting off this track. So no matter what happened, no matter what this person was doing to you, you were not getting off that track. You were still going to be very successful. They could do whatever they wanted. You're still on this track. You still are at this time. And Yes, I'm seeing that you've had some very difficult times in your more distant past, especially around finances, around money, financially. And, you weren't going to let anyone mess this up again. You weren't going back to where you were financially. So you were determined, not just for your career, not just for your reputation. You were concerned that, you didn't want to go back to where you were financially before. You wanted to be back on track, and you wanted to save, and you wanted to get far financially. That's what I'm seeing. So yes, this person was not going to mess up anything for you. The first card you have for your present is the Six of Cups. Well, they were trying to, but you weren't letting them. Sorry. The Six of Cups. So yes, this could be about yes, this card can be about remembering good times. It can be about reuniting. It can be about going back to old times or remembering things. Sometimes it can be about rose-colored glasses, thinking everything was perfect back in the old days, that kind of thing. So this is how things used to be with this person. This is a very innocent connection. Look at these two people. They're giving flowers. It's a beautiful sunny day. And, it's just lovely and sweet and innocent. So this is how you were with this person in the Five of Cups. You used to have a very sweet, uncomplicated connection with them. And then things became a lot more complicated between you, not just between you, but in your lives. And things became more difficult over time. So you will be able to connect properly with them again, I'm seeing, because I was seeing this bridge in the Five of Cups. And also, neither of you want to give up totally on this. I'm also seeing that, yes, they feel that way too. They feel that they don't want to completely give up on you. They want to keep that connection. They'd like things to go back to how they were. But you're kind of both at this kind of stalemate, like a chess game that nobody's going to win if you keep on going, well, this person was wrong, no, they were wrong, that kind of thing. Yes, you need to communicate. That's what it is. You just need to communicate with them. And I keep on seeing this kind of who started it mentality, like I was seeing in the chess game, this kind of things going backwards and forwards. And of course, once you communicate, things aren't going to be right back to where they were in the beginning, like you're remembering in the Six of Cups. Of course not. Things are never going to be exactly the same. You don't have a time machine. But you're still going to have a much better time with this person, a much better connection with this person if you do communicate with them. You just need to communicate. So I'm also seeing that one of you could be maybe a little bit more mature than the other person, maybe older than the other person, or just mature, just more experienced in things. So maybe more experienced in relationships. If you're that mature person, you need to step up and communicate. And even if you're not, someone needs to. It may as well be you. So someone needs to communicate here. But I am seeing they have a lot going on as well, outside of this relationship. So yes, communicate, but also listen for cues. Also, use your instincts and make sure that you're communicating at the right time in the right way with them. They might be a little bit sensitive. The next card you have your present is the Page of Cups. So yes, you used to open your heart to this person. You used to really show them your true self. You used to show them exactly what you were feeling. And I'm seeing you wanted to tell them everything about yourself when you first started with this person. But then they were a little bit slower to open up in the beginning, I'm seeing, but you were faster. But they did eventually, and then things were fantastic. But then, you had a lot of life got in the way. You had a lot of problems get in the way. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that you still can get this back again. I keep on seeing that. If this is what you want, you can get this back again with this person. Not exactly like it was in the past again, but you will have something better than that, because you'll have this great, exciting, fun time. Fun again. You'll have communication again, plus you'll have the excitement, plus you'll have the knowledge that comes with time. So you have the best of both, and you can have that. You just need to communicate. That's what I'm seeing again. The last card you have for your present is the Seven of Swords. So look at that. This is literally showing me what I was seeing in the King of Pentacles. Someone was messing up with something in the workplace, something material, something kind of concrete, some things, some concrete things that were around the place. They might have been messing something with, it might have been technical. They might have been messing with some kind of, might have been your email, might have been something like that, messing something up. turning things off. I don't know. Yes, I'm seeing this workplace drama, this workplace jealousy again, and I'm seeing it literally again. It's reflecting exactly what I was seeing in the King of Pentacles. I'm saying, sorry, I'm repeating myself. I don't mean to. This is still going to be a problem for you at this time. It is going to slow you down. You are on the track to success, definitely, but this is going to slow you down. It can't help but do that. Even though you're not going to let this person get in the way of what you want ultimately, you are going to be slowed down a bit by this messing around or this jealousy. Once you realize who this is, you're going to be able to address this a bit more. You're going to be able to watch them a bit closer, or you might even say something to them or let them know that you know. And that might stop them from doing this kind of stupid behavior. But yeah, keep an eye out, find out who this is, and then they'll stop doing whatever they're doing. But they're jealous. They're jealous. They know you're on the right track. They know you're on a successful track, and they're trying to stop you. That's what I'm seeing. But you'll get there. You'll get there anyway. The first card you have, your future, is the Three of Cups. So yes, again, I know I keep on seeing this as work situation, and I keep on repeating myself. I'm sorry. I just keep on seeing this. I'm seeing that, yes, you're on the right track, your hard work, your organization, the good attitude you have at work. This is all going to pay off for you, finally. It will pay off. No matter what this stupid person does, you're going to see the results. I'm seeing in this card, there's a harvest at the bottom of these women's feet, and obviously they're celebrating. So this is what's going to happen at the end of all of this. You are going to have it's going to be some kind of promotion or some kind of really positive thing happening at work. It might be another opportunity that comes to you that gets you out of this into a better situation. It might be something like that. But everything you're doing is right. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. Also watch out for this person, obviously. This person in the Seven of Swords. The next card you have, your future, is the Hermit. So yes, I'm seeing this is about someone around you. This is probably about this person in the Five of Cups, this person in this relationship with you. Yes, this is a love connection, definitely. And yes, this is not going to be the right time to start opening up to this person and communicating or having a big communication. This isn't going to be the time to have a great, big, serious talk. It is going to be a good time to communicate in the way of just letting them know that you care and you're there for them. Because I'm seeing this person has a lot of, they're going to have a lot of mental anguish going on. They're going to have a lot of problems outside of your relationship. Again, I'm seeing it's probably going to be affecting them mentally. They're going to have a lot of exhaustion issues. And you are going to be able to communicate properly eventually. You are going to be able to open up and really have a very serious conversation that's going to really clear the air and get things back on track with this person again. But until that time, just be there for them. Just say, look, I know you've got a lot on. Just know I care for you. Just know I'm always here if you need to talk to me. And then just kind of put out the feelers, kind of put out the kind of test the waters. Communicate with them every now and again, just in a friendly, calm way, and just say, oh, how are you feeling? Okay, just know I'm here for you. And then you'll know, your instincts will tell you when they're ready to speak to you, when they're opened, when they're feeling better. And that will be the time to start to have this big talk. But you will have this talk, that's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your future, is the Two of Swords. So yes, this is the same person again. It's going to look like they really don't want to speak to you. I mean, like this woman, she's blindfolded, she has her swords up, she doesn't want anyone to come near her. Now, it's going to look like this from this person, but they really just need your support. They don't need you telling them what to do. They don't need you having a big, deep conversation. They don't need you kind of saying, oh, what I do in this situation is this. Oh, you need to know. They don't need any of that. All they need is for you to come up to them. Maybe just give them a hug. Maybe just say, I'm there for you. Maybe just say, I'm here, ready. When you want to talk, I'm here. That kind of thing. They just need gentleness. Sometimes gentleness, I'm trying to say. Sometimes when people are looking very spiky like a porcupine, and they're looking very kind of like, don't come near me, I'm so angry, that's when they need the most care, in a gentle way. You know, yeah, this is what I'm seeing. If you've ever been in teaching, or you've ever been in that kind of thing, you've ever taught children or teenagers, that's what they're like. When a child's throwing a tantrum, that's when they need the most love. Obviously, you don't condone bad behavior, but you know, that's when they need you. That's when they're upset. That's when they're hurt. That's what's happening with this person. So yes, be there for this person, and the time will come. The time will come when you'll be able to have this good conversation with them, and then things will get back on track with them. That's what I'm seeing. So Sagittarius, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with every single person. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.